The NHL is always looking for ways to improve the game, and recently some possible rule changes were put to the test with some mixed reviews.
Yeah, there's different formats for overtime, and the shootout among the issues tested at the league's research and development camp in Toronto last week. Darcy Seaton caught up with a few local NHLers to get their take on what changes could make the game better and safer.
Hard takes a shot to the head. Horkoff to Hall.
A game-winning goal in overtime. Tough to beat from a fan's perspective, and if the NHL wants to see more OT winners and less games decided in a shootout, we could see the current 4-on-4 OT format followed by some 3-on-3 fun.
I don't mind the shootout, but I don't like the way it dictates the game sometimes. But I'm not a big fan of 3-on-3, so I think as far as it goes is 4-on-4 for me.
Yeah, I'd go 2-on-2, 1-on-1. Anything's fun. I mean, I think anything to make the game more exciting is good.
If you bump it down to 3-on-3, then I really don't get to play. So I'd like to keep it at 4-on-4. It'll make it easier to score, obviously, because I mean there's less guys out there. You know, the guys like Hemsky and Ty Ennis, they're going to be able to wheel around and do their thing.
Another scenario recently presented is that all penalties, including 2-minute minors, be served in their entirety.
No, I don't think so. You get penalized enough for the goal. I mean, I think the guy should be able to come out after his penalty's up.
Mitchell, look at him get to that puck, and then he puts Foster into the end boards.
The no-touch icing debate continues. There's talk of a hybrid rule, a mix between touch and no-touch icing that would give the linesman the option to call it or wave it off.
Maybe it's worthwhile to kind of consider that now and move ahead into a situation where you know there's not going to be a lot of injuries.
Going back for those pucks, sometimes there's some heavy guys behind you, and I mean your first reaction is to reach out with one hand and touch the puck, and I mean you catch a divot and he taps you from behind. I mean that could be career-ending.
It's dangerous. Like, so many guys can get hurt that way. I think, yeah, if it's no touch icing, it's just a lot safer, and it usually results in the same thing anyways.
But only time will tell if any of the 27 potential changes will actually take.
Our game is pretty good right now. I don't think we have to stray too far away from what we're doing. I think if we can keep what we've got going, you know, we're going to be in pretty good shape.
Darcy Seaton, CTV Sports.
The league also looked into extending the shootout from 3 shooters to 5. The Edmonton Oil Kings opened rookie camp this afternoon with fitness testing. On-ice sessions start tomorrow at the Jubilee Rec Centre in Fort Saskatchewan. About 80 players will take part in a 3-day tournament with a final set for Sunday afternoon. The Caps and Vipers continued their battle for the NAL North Division title tonight at Telus Field. There's bound to be some tension between the clubs when you're finishing your last 8 games of the regular season only facing each other.
I'm not a big Calgary fan, no matter what it is. Number one, you want me to tell you? I'll tell you. I hate their field. Their ballpark's brutal. Their clubhouse is brutal.
You're not lying.
No, I'm not lying. And so, yeah, that's why I want to beat them.
It doesn't really matter what type of surface I have, mound I got. I'm still going to go out and put up zeros against them. You know, if that's an excuse on why they might be losing against us, because our field, I don't know, pick up your game.
Well, let's see if they bring that tension to the field tonight. Bottom second, Brent Matheny on first, and Carlos Duncan drives one over the wall. Caps score 2 and lead 2-1. Bottom 3, same score. Matt Rogelstad gets a hold of it, but stays within the boundaries. He makes it to second, and Jamie McGraw gets home. 3-1 Caps. Now in the 5th, Enrique Cruz saunters in from third off this one. It's an easy score. The Caps go up 6-1 over their rivals. And you get good feelings when you see this sign light up when it's for the home team. Caps score twice off Rex Rundgren's hit. Edmonton scores 3 in the 5th inning and take a whopping 8-1 lead. Now bottom 6th, Cruz up. And he finally finds the line perfectly. He advances to second while McGraw runs home. 9-1 Edmonton. Another big inning in the 6th for the Capitals. Grounder to short gets J.D. Closer home. 10-1 home team. Calgary never stood a chance in this one. Capitals win easily 11-4, but they'll see this team again tomorrow, bad blood and all. Jays hosting Kansas City Royals tonight in the big leagues, bottom 3rd. Jays down 1-0. Mike McCoy bunts it. Jeff Francis scoops it up, and he'll get the out. Top 5th. Royals up 2-0. Johnny Giafatella at the plate. He hits it to Brett Laurie. Laurie with a great throw to first for the out. Top 7th, Royals up by 4 now. Jay's still scoreless. Melky Cabrera hits it to deep left, and it goes off the windows. It's so high. That's a solo homer, makes it 5-0. Top 8, Royals still up 5-zip. Billy Butler hits to deep left, and Giafatella and Cabrera score. Royals take this one 9-6. It's official, Danica Patrick is heading to NASCAR. Patrick announced today that she is leaving IndyCar next season to run a full nationwide schedule. Patrick had her highest finish at the 2009 Indy 500 when she took 3rd. And Will Power's obscene gesture at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway earlier this month will cost him $30,000. Power flipped the double bird at the race officials following a restart in wet conditions. He was also placed on probation for the remainder of the season. Opening round of the CN Canadian Women's Open at the Hillsdale Golf and Country Club in Quebec. The defending champ Michelle Wee, her second on the par 4 and 9th. She comes up well short of the hole, but Wee calmly steps up and she'll drain the long birdie putt. She fired a 5-under 67. Some of the 18 Canadians in the field, veteran Laurie Kane drops the birdie on 18. She finished at 1 under. Sherbrooke, Quebec's Maude Ami Leblanc, her approach shot on the par 4 7th, and she almost jars it. She would tap in for birdie and finish 5 behind the lead. Another Canadian, Adrienne White, her birdie try on the par 3 8th, center of the cup. She finished at 3 under. Paula Creamer, the birdie try on the par 4 11th, and it goes for her 3rd straight birdie. She's 3 shots back, and Ai Miyazato tied for the lead. Her tee shot on the par 3 15th. And it's so close to going in, she would make the birdie. Miyazato fires a 7-under 65 on opening day, tied with Pernilla Lindberg of Sweden. Samantha Richdale of Kelowna sitting solo at number 3. 5 ladies tied at 5 under going into day 2. Gotta love all the Canadians in the field too. I like it for the Canadian Open. I like that they're doing well so far.
And they make it look so easy.
Yeah, it's not though. It really isn't.
I like watching them play rather than play myself because it looks better.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.